Hello my friends, this is Joseph from LuoVita, and today I created a video to complement the last one. Because this is important, how to create this strict routine when working from home. We have seen how to manage or to build up a home office, and now how do you just have this routine? So creating this routine when working from home will bring you structure in your work days. Now this is important because this helps you to become more productive. It will also prevent you from wasting time responding to certain emails or distracting activities. We are going to discuss all this. So it is very important for this remote support jobs or certain things that require certain hours. So establishing a routine will make it clear also to your coworkers or colleagues that you are available or not. So let's see how to do this. First thing, think about the breaks. So if you worked from home before, then you know how easy it is, for example, to get sucked into your work. So you wake up, you make a cup of coffee, then you sit down to work. So this is wrong. Before you know it, it's 3 p.m. or something and you haven't really stood up so much. So you have been sitting all day for almost. So when you're working from home, it's important to set this specific time for breaks. This will help you to, for example, to stay on a task and make sure that your breaks are productive and fulfilling you. So this, for example, you can use this break management system to remind you, for example, timers or something, to break to the day. So the goal is really to keep you from skipping breaks and meals. And this, because this leads you this can lead to burnout, and block periods of time where you are unavailable, for example, for your teams or for your team members. This will help them to interrupt you. This will avoid them to interrupt you, for example. And it's a problem because, talk with your supervisor or someone about finding a way to know that they know, for example, that you're not available. So a calendar is a good way. So another thing is to schedule really regular activities during your break times. And for example, this will help you to feel more awake. For example, go out, make some exercise, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, on your breaks. Or for example, you can set aside time to do some little things, that gives you pleasure. Having something to look forward to in these breaks will encourage you also to do your work routine. So another important thing is that you must establish these boundaries with your family during working hours. Okay, if you're at home all day, and sometimes it's tough to distinguish your home time from your work time and the time spent with the kids or something if they're around. So you find even family members that assuming that you are all the time available. So don't do that. Communicate. As I said, communicate with your coworkers. So working from home is sometimes this new experience for many people, and they need to learn how to deal with this distractions and at the same time keeping focus. So it's important to communicate with everyone, with your co-workers and everyone, to have the same schedule and deadlines, and this helps you really to have this regular meeting, for example, or video conferences every day or week with them. Stay in touch. So when you're working from home, it's easy to get sucked up in a project and forget about taking breaks, eating regularly, but taking regular breaks will help you to stay productive through the day and avoid this burnout, stresses. So it's really best to take these breaks when your co-workers are doing the same. So at 9 o'clock or something, 15 minutes, stay away from the computer, make something completely different. Don't stare at the computer at the same time. Go stare in nature or something. You can make also a habit to check in with your co-workers during this day. Take coffee at the same time, talk a little bit or something. setting clear expectations for the day is very important. And another challenge is when you're working from home is this sense of isolation. This is a lack of, for example, interaction with someone, not having your coworkers or not having to commute even. You're just there, and there are plenty of ways to overcome this. Okay, for example, you can join this working from home co-working space, or for example, or like-minded professionals where you stay in contact, so you're not so isolated, right? You, as I said, schedule at the same time these coffee breaks and talk with them over video something about their weekend or what they're doing next weekend or this evening or something. So I know it's also tempting to work, like they say, in pajamas or just informally, but to have this good routine, working from home routine, you should start up and dress like you're going to the office. Okay, this sets like the atmosphere, the tone for the rest of the day and gives you this sense of accomplishment and purpose. Okay, you are there like in the office and responsible, and you're comfortable in it. And if when you have, for example, a quick video call, for example, they see you formally dressed, they know sometimes, that depends how you set it up, they don't even know if you're in office or in your home, right? The clients or something, they don't know you are just dressed like in the office. So it's a good idea to set time also to clean this workspace and make sure that it's professional, having everything organized for the next day, leaving everything organized for the next day. So set the strict routines. It's a luxury sometimes working from home, really, believe me. You don't have commute time, you don't have the stress of this rush hours and stuff like that, but you lose sight sometimes from your professional goals. So creating this strictly daily routine, this helps you to stick to your work schedule and improve this productivity. You need this, So it's very important to set up this dedicated workspace, and best is to have an entire room, just it's your office, you're isolated from the world when you're working, not on breaks. Okay, so the idea is to create a space where you can focus only on this, without distractions, the cat and the neighbors building the time machine or something next room, so forget it. Another important thing is to have this specific end of day routine. So it's easy to fall, in this working past hours or intended stopping point. So have this stopping. Try to finish your work for reasonable hours. You have this as in office, just leave it and close the door, and leave your personal stuff outside, so you can, if you want to check the phone, have two phones, one is professional, one is the other one, and just put it on charge and turn it off after a while as you wish, and as I said, do physical activity sometimes. It also breaks this after work, breaks this cycle. So keep also this detailed digital work schedule on your computer. This will allow you to see what is coming up, before you're leaving the office. Okay, so you don't stress out what's going on tomorrow or something. Create this work from home schedule that will be most effective for you, and don't overdo it. I know working from home allows you to be more flexible, but it also can be, the cause to overdo things. And this is, for example, when you go to sleep. Going to bed is at different times, and sleeping past usual rising time or something gives you fatigue, and this breaks the routine, You can avoid this by setting a routine that allows you to get enough sleep and getting out of bed at a reasonable time. Make sure to get up on time. Avoiding using, for example, computers after the work hours. Everybody knows that, I know, but just saying, okay? Another trap is is to fall in, is to let this personal life, letting your personal life interfere in your work life. This can happen when, for example, you check your email after hours or communicating with colleagues after hours. So leave a message. It's finished, okay? And don't forget, sitting in the same position over time can cause you really problems. I had these problems, problems about bad positioning, back problems. So if you want to be productive, it's really important to follow these strict routines. Allows you to stay focused, So improve your work from home productivity. It's beneficial for you, for everyone, and this also shows that you can handle it. So next time someone evaluates, is this efficient or not? Yes, he can do it. He can continue to do this luxury working from home, okay? So I hope this was insightful and this helped you perhaps thinking about this stuff. So let me know in the comments. Also check out the description. I have a resource, a course about this. But if you just subscribe to the newsletter once a week, you receive some insights, general insights. About the way we think, or about how we can organize our thoughts, see opportunities. So check that out, let me know, and don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, take care of yourself. Until next time, bye bye.